Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic will be on the principle of adaptations and what adaptation means and how you can use the concept to your advantage. First of all, what is adaptation even? It's a principle that kind of results from the evolutionary nature of our ancestors. Since the context we live in is ever-changing, we have to be able to kinda always be prepared for the ever-changing circumstances. And the only thing that can ensure that is an ongoing adaptation mechanism that adapts to everything that happens. Our bodies and minds constantly adapt to the things we are surrounded with. And some easy to see examples are, for example, lifting or learning or eating. Whatever you do to your body and mind, it will adapt to what you, engage yourself with. And this happens automatically. If you, for example, lift weights, your body will adapt to it, given that you eat enough and sleep enough and the other things that are also important. But if you constantly put more weight onto the bar the next time you try to weightlift, then you will adapt to the ever-changing weight over time and become stronger and build more muscle and more resilient tendons and all the other things that come with lifting. Same goes with eating, for example. If you constantly eat in a surplus and eat huge amount of calories, your body will adapt by spending more energy. You will still get overweight or maybe fat by eating a lot, but in fact your body tries to burn the extra energy by increasing the energy expenditure. So it adapts to the plentiful food you offer it. And these principles also apply to social settings. That means that you actually adapt to the people you surround yourself with, like I explained in my video on good friends. You literally and automatically become like the people you spend the most time with. You adapt to your surroundings, to your social settings. And this can also have negative consequences. If you spend, for example, a lot of time on people that watch the news and follow politics very closely and try to really engage in that, those people are often very agitated, are worried all the time, and tend to be toxic sometimes. And if you spend a lot of time with those type of people, you will become like that. You will adapt to those social settings too, and will in turn also become toxic and worried and agitated all the time. So you should be very careful what people you choose to spend time with. On the other hand, if you spend time with very successful people and calm people or even kind people, you will also be like that after a time. Those adaptations won't happen in a day or maybe a month, but after a year the adaptations have accumulated and you will probably be a different kind of person. You will become more successful, more calm, more like them. Yeah. But the adaptations you try to achieve only happen in very small steps, in steps that evolutionarily speaking make sense. In the evolutionary history of humans, for example, there aren't many sudden changes you could adapt to. If the temperature changes, it probably happened very slowly. In a timely fashion, we could adapt to the changes by, for example, growing more hair or becoming more bulky or something like that. So anything that happened that we could adapt to happened rather slowly, and we have to keep that in mind. If we want to start lifting, for example, and want to become stronger and adapt to higher weights, we can't just load, 200 kilograms onto the first squatting session bar and expect our bodies to adapt to it. We have to be smart about the process of adaptation. We have to make sure that we choose a small enough increment every time so we can ensure that we have a monotone, linear progression toward the goal we want to achieve. Maybe put 2 or 5 kilogram each session additionally onto the bar, and you might invoke the adaptations that are necessary to at some day lift 200 kilograms in a squat. Okay, so in summary, you kind of have to understand the principle of adaptation to be able to take advantage of it. And you also have to understand that there's nothing that you do that does not have an effect on you. If you spend a lot of time in echo chambers like parts of 4chan or Reddit, you will become like the people there. If those people are depressed incels, you will become like a depressed incel if you spend a lot of time with them. If those are indoctrinated extremists, you will become like an indoctrinated extremist. And if you don't want that, you should really make sure that you choose the environment you confront yourself with very wisely. Make sure to choose the right people you spend time with. People that are in conformity with the goal you try to achieve. As mentioned, there is nothing that is without effect. You can't really watch something ironically, like go on 4chan and watch certain kinds of, I don't know, pornography there and expect that it's without an influence on you. It will change you over time. You will adapt to the content there if you want it or not. This is a subconscious process. You can't really control that process. You have to be smart about the environments you choose, because you will adapt to it. There are certain people that can avoid some of those adaptations if they are kind of advanced in the process of self-improvement. But you have to be extremely skilled and mindful to avoid the negative impact certain environments have on you. So if you are a beginner, do yourself a favor and choose the environment in a way that the adaptations that result from it are positive. And part of that means that you should choose an environment of people that are kind, that are successful, that are better than you in a sense, so you can adapt to that. And avoid environments of toxic people that are unfriendly and people that behaviors generally result in negativity and negative outcomes. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you learned something, and I hope you can employ those principles to improve your own life a little. Goodbye.